But now that Penny has been acquitted of criminal blame in Neely's death, some say Penny also deserved better from our legal system. For more, we're joined now by Stephen Razor, one of Daniel Penny's defense attorneys. Great to have you here. Got to ask you, were you surprised by this verdict, given that the jury was deadlocked for more than 3 days on the more serious count?
Well, initially we were. It was kind of hard to unpack all that as quickly as it happened, and it did take a very unusual course. But it does seem like there's a pretty high likelihood that there might have been one holdout on that top count. And, you know, the thing that Judge Wiley did well is that he gave the jury a break over the weekend. They never really should have gotten to that second charge, the way that the law is written and constructed. But the fact that he did clear the way by dismissing that top count so that they could consider that second one, giving them the weekend to really think about it, I feel like it had an effect.
So I take it you haven't had the opportunity to speak to any of the jurors?
Not as of yet, no. Well, unfortunately, you know, the security issues that were at the courthouse, we had to leave fairly quickly and all due caution. So haven't had the opportunity yet. Hope that we will.
Yeah, during deliberations, the jurors could hear the protesters outside chanting justice for Jordan and calling Daniel Penny a murderer and a subway strangler. Were you concerned that jurors would feel afraid of acquitting him, afraid of what might happen to them?
Yeah, we had that concern, and we did put that on the record several times. You know, there did seem to be some pullback, and there was channels that were accessed through the district attorney's office, possibly, because when we did bring it to their attention, they seemed to have some control over when those protesters got loud. But they certainly did protest very loudly on that Monday, which was the pivotal day where they came to the conclusion and, in essence, got together with the unanimous verdict of not guilty. So we put it on the record. We voiced our concerns. We're not happy about it. But it looks like the jurors understood that they're not a direct threat to them, truly, but we're afraid they might have thought they were.
The DA said he respects the jury's verdict, but he also made a point of saying we've been getting threats from people, Daniel Penny supporters. You also have been getting threats, as has Daniel Penny.
Right, sure. But, you know, the issue, though, is that, you know, I hate to say it so bluntly like this, but, you know, the district attorney's office is trying to cover up the fact that the protesters really were potentially having influence on the jurors by bringing up, oh, you know, we were threatened too. That has nothing to do with the jury. You know, it has nothing to do. The jury doesn't know about that. You know, so that was not really an issue. And to bring it up now is just sounds like sour grapes. Because, like you said, it's one thing, yeah, the DA won't say they received threats or that people spoke meanly about them. That's all well and good, but it didn't affect the jury whatsoever. So it's really not so relevant to the trial.
Many have questioned whether these charges have been brought, given the fact that the city of New York clearly failed Jordan Neely, Daniel Penny, and everybody else on that subway car that day. Are you entertaining the possibility of suing Alvin Bragg for malicious prosecution?
We are looking into that. I mean, you know, the unfortunate thing about this whole process is that they just were so focused on getting a conviction, and they did whatever it took to get there. And I think that to some extent it may have had an impact on the jury, you know, throughout this entire process, even going back to the day of this incident. It just seemed to be too much focus, too much pressure to try and get a conviction. When that top count just suddenly went away, I don't think it really resonated well with the jury. Like, in other words, well, you know what? You won't get him for this. Maybe at least get him on the second count. And I don't think that bode well for the DA's position in the case. And the jury may be seeing through that this prosecution maybe was malicious.
What do you say to those who argue a man is dead? Yes, he was homeless. Yes, he was a drug addict. Yes, he was a schizophrenic. Yes, he'd assaulted other people on the subway in the past, but he's dead, and someone should answer for that.
Yeah, you know, that's very frustrating, but I appreciate the opportunities like this to speak to the public about the case, because part of the problem with the case was the misperception that this was a chokehold. And it was, you know, even the district attorney's office made these arguments. They simply were false. They were based on assumptions that just turned out not to be true. In other words, when you look at the video, you see Jordan Neely in the position of a chokehold, and the assumption is that Daniel Penny is squeezing and is applying pressure to render him unconscious and ultimately to kill him, because he's in that position to do that. But when you look more closely at the evidence, you see that just did not happen.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.